Hello everybody, my name is Petr Koutný and today I am going to show you another amazing game of Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen, up to me, is one of the best chess player of all times and I love to watch his games. So I hope that you have the same experience and the same feedback and you are going to watch amazing chess game. I'm sure that this game is amazing. White is Magnus Carlsen and black is Li Chao. So maybe if I will not tell you that white player is Magnus Carlsen, at the end of this game you will think that white player has to be Mikhail Tal. Yes, exactly. You will see amazing game. So let's go on and let's enjoy. If I am right and you will enjoy this video, feel free and press like or press follow and made my day. Let's come back knight c3 and long castle and short castle. So that means we are going to watch attacking game and that's exactly what we'll have to see. And f5. Of course, black should play queen d6, but that's another story because black decided to play move f5 and Magnus, if he believes in attack, he has to close the center. You know, it's not make a sense to attack in open center, so e5 makes sense and knight b4. One day black will play bishop e6 and he will start attacking white's king. So knight h3. Right now Magnus doesn't care a lot about these threats because there is no threat, but now queen e8 happened and Magnus has to be careful. Of course, Magnus loves to play moves like h4, h5 and he needs to open h-file. With open h-file, his attack has chance to be a winning attack, but now he has to be careful. So firstly, he is going to b1 and after move a5 and bishop e2, c6, he came rook c1. Black decided to go to h8 and that's the reason why black is going to h8. Just imagine that black is going immediately to e6. His bishop will be immediately under attack. And maybe it makes sense to make room for this bishop, at least just to be sure. So for this reason, black is going to h8 and Magnus Carlsen is doing the same maneuver and he came to a1. And that's a funny position, like black's king is on h8 and white's king is on a1. Both players are playing for attack and let's see what's happened next. Bishop e6 and now it's a maybe mistake to play knight g5 because of move knight c4. Yes, of course, here white has to take this knight because, just for example, he's going to e1, he's losing piece. That's not a good compensation because of knight c2. Yes, here is another fork and here, for example, here black is winning, but that's another story because that's not story of Magnus Carlsen's great game and he played knight f4 and queen f7. Let's start the attack and maybe let's think about this pawn. This pawn is under attack once, twice and one more time. So maybe you believe that white has to take care about this pawn and to do something. But Magnus Carlsen is not interested to save this pawn, even this pawn is for him important and he's going to play move h4. So okay, so why Magnus Carlsen is not worried to lose this pawn? Maybe rook d8 was interesting option, but you know, I understand that black is taking pawn on a2 and he took on a2, h5. So maybe let's speak about this position. Yes, black won a pawn, but lost two moves. So white has chance to play moves like h4 and h5 for one pawn. Maybe it's not enough, but believe me that if you are attacking and you need to be fast, and you need to attack as strong as possible. Every tempo is important. So black came to g8, makes sense, and now white finally open h-file, and that's exactly what he's looking for. It's important to open h-file, and with open h-file, his chances are much more higher to attack black's king than before. So black took and now g4. Or maybe you think that now black should play move like a4. That's a mistake because Magnus Carlsen will take one more time on f5 and after move a3, b3. And maybe black will win another pawn. I think at the end he is losing because black's king is under heavy attack. No, here is open h file, here is open g file. This knight is hungry to go to g6 or e6, and of course I have the feeling that that's nearly game over. So finally, like from nothing to nearly winning position. That's amazing how Magnus Carlsen is playing his chess. But that's only variation because after move g4, black played bishop b3. That's nice. And now Magnus played bishop d1, a4. And queen h2. First threat is here. First threat is checkmate on h7, but of course that's not a big threat, and black is super strong player, so he played rook d8, check on h7, and now Magnus played move d5. However, interesting move it was to take on f5, and maybe this move is a simple move. So say black will take by g pawn. Now white should take this bishop, and this position it's probably a winning for white. Say maybe rook a5 and rook g1 and check on h8. That's nice, and of course everything then is simple. So that's a really messy position where every move is important and every variation is important, and for super strong players is a big issue to find the best variation, and one small mistake, one wasted move mean losing a game. So let's come back, but Magnus Carlsen here was not taking on f5 and he played move d5. Still, this move is a great move, but maybe it was not such a super strong like to take on f5. And knight c4 happened and Magnus took on g6. Mistake here is to play move e6. Because after move a3, that's funny that black is winning and that is a checkmate. So only one mistake and the story of this game is different, but Magnus Carlsen is playing amazingly, and that's the reason why we are watching this video. Magnus took on g6, check, and now he played move e6, and finally black decided to play a3. So that's amazing position, you know. Black doesn't mind to lose a queen for maybe checkmate attack. And now it's up to Magnus to find the final blow, because if this position and if this move is working for black, that's amazing game and maybe the game of the century. But at the end, I will tell you that Magnus found it variation, which unfortunately for black will tell us that white is winning here. So he took on f7, and now it's a big mistake to take on a3. That's a checkmate, and maybe that was the variation what was black looking for. Is it here check? And here is a check, and say here is a check. Looks like black is joking, but here is a check, and here is a mate. And that's the reason why black decided to play this position. He thought that his attack is a winning attack, and this combination is working. Nice variation and nice position. Unfortunately for black, maybe if black is playing against anybody else in the world, he is winning, but not against Magnus Carlsen, because he found it amazing answers. And this position is only variation. So let's come back, because okay, what we saw last, a3, nearly winning attack. So, and now knight e5 check. How it's possible to find this move? How it's possible to see all variations? And yes, exactly, that variation is winning variation. Okay, what's happened if black is going to c7? That is no attack. Of course, white is winning. So if black is taking on e5, he lost a bishop on b3 and white is winning. So nothing else than to take by a bishop. But now, watch what Magnus saw. Check on f5, and now he took on e5. So amazing position, and maybe it was only moves which are going to give Magnus chance to survive and to win this game. So brilliant game, and I hope that you're enjoying this game. Okay, of course, check. So black took, white took, and at the end there is no checkmate attack. And if you are going to check material, white is winning. So he took on c6 and now f4, and this two or say three pawns are winning pawns, and there is no hope for black to survive. What an amazing game, and I think that this was a brilliant game. We saw amazing performance of Li Chao and of course amazing performance of Magnus Carlsen. At the end, amazing victory. So I hope that you enjoyed this game and you saw something interesting. If yes, and if I'm right, feel free one more time and press like or press follow and make me happy. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope I will see you soon in our another YouTube chess video. If I'm right, see you soon. Bye bye.